Welcome back to another episode of With Media TV. I'm your host, With Media Mickey. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do to the channel. Subscribe right now. Become a Vibe Tribe member. Now in today's episode, I'm covering the law of assumption and how to make it work for you. See, lots have been said about the law of attraction, but the law of assumption, not so much, and probably not for the better. It is a complementary law that will help you with manifesting the things you want in your life more successfully. So, how does the law of assumption work for manifesting? See, the law of assumption is one of the basic principles of manifestation. It states that whatever you assume to be true will be true for you. In other words, if you believe that something is possible, it will become possible for you. This is because your beliefs determine your reality. See, if you believe that something is not possible, it will not be possible for you. So who discovered the law of assumption? You see, the law of assumption was discovered by Neville Goddard, who is considered the father of self-help. The law states that if you assume something to be true, it will become true for you. For example, if you believe that your friends don't like you because they are always busy and never have time for you, then that's what will happen. If you assume that it must be because that they don't like you, then that's what will happen. You'll find yourself getting into a negative cycle and feeling bad about yourself because no one wants to spend time with you. But the opposite also holds true. If you assume that your friends like you and would love to spend time with you, but have other obligations, then that's what will happen. The opposite also holds true. If you assume that your friends like you and would love to spend time with you, but have other obligations, then that's what happens instead. So you'll find yourself getting into a positive cycle where people are happy to spend time with you and enjoy being around them. The law of assumption is a universal law. It is a principle that whatever we assume to be true, we attract into our lives. See, this law has been around for a long time and has been taught by many LOA practitioners. The law states, what you assume to be true or think about often, you will experience. It's very important to note that this law is not just about our thoughts, but also about our feelings and actions. If we believe that something will happen and then act on it, example, I'm gonna get fired, then we are creating the conditions for those things to occur in our lives. Now, if you want to practice the law of assumption, practicing the law of assumption is as simple as it sounds. You just assume that something is true and act as if it already is. When you want to manifest something, for example, you would simply imagine yourself having it. The law of assumption works because your thoughts are creating your reality. If you think about something, then you are creating a mental blueprint for that thing to come into your existence. Therefore, when you think about something a lot, you are creating a blueprint for that thing that will help it to manifest in your life. The universe will then bring opportunities and situations into your life so that you can fulfill this blueprint. For example, if I want more money in my life, but I don't have any right now, then I might start looking at job postings online or setting up interviews with companies I want to work for. Or look at places to be an entrepreneur and things to start my own business. This is because these actions are fulfilling my mental blueprint for more money and helping me to create a better future for myself. So is the law of assumption real? Does the law of assumption work? Well, like others, the law of assumption is a popular law that is used by many to manifest what they want in their life. Basically, the law states that whatever you think about or focus on will become a reality. It sounds too good to be true, but it is true. The law of assumption is based on the fact that whatever you think about or focus on will become a reality. If you think about negative things, then your life will be filled with negativity. If you think about positive thoughts, then your life will be filled with positivity and happiness. The law works both ways. So if you are thinking positive thoughts, then your life will be filled with positivity and happiness. But if you're thinking negative thoughts, then your life will also be filled with negativity and unhappiness. The only way to change from a negative mindset to a positive one is by changing your thoughts and focusing on positive things in life instead of negative ones. By doing this, you can change your mood from bad to good and make yourself happy again. A lot of people ask, can you use the law of assumption to manifest something? Well, see, the law of assumption comes from the law of attraction, which is a universal law that teaches us how to create our life experiences. This means that whatever you think about and focus on, whether it be positive or negative, will manifest into your reality. The law of assumption can be used to manifest anything you want in your life. Here's an example. Let's say you have a goal of earning $10,000 more per year than you currently do. You've been thinking about this goal all week long and have been visualizing it happening in your life. This has been causing you to stress because money is tight right now and you're trying to figure out how you're going to make this happen. You've been putting off this goal because it seems like such a big task that it would be impossible to achieve right now. But then one day, while thinking about this goal again, something inside of you says, I'm gonna just assume that I'm making $10,000 more per year than I currently am. You then start acting as if this were true until it becomes its manifest itself into reality. You see, every time you feel happy, you're creating the positive energy. Every time you feel bad, you're creating negative energy. And in order to manifest love in your life, start by assuming that everything is going well in your relationship. This way, your mind will start creating positive thoughts and feelings about your partner. The more positive thoughts and feelings you have about a person, the more likely it is that they will respond positively to you as well. You can also use this technique when dealing with people who make you angry or upset. Instead of focusing on their negative qualities, focus on their positive ones instead. If they have good qualities, then it's easier for them to change into a better person than if they only have bad qualities. Even though they sound similar, there's a difference between the law of attraction and the law of assumption. The law of attraction states that we attract into our lives whatever we focus on. This means that when you focus your attention on something, you are sending out a message to the universe and asking it to bring it to you. The law of assumption is similar in that when you make an assumption about something, you're also creating a message for yourself. However, there's a very big difference between these two laws. See, the law of attraction says that the universe will give you whatever you want if you ask for it and are open to receiving it. The law of assumption says that anything can happen, and this includes bad things happening too. When we use these two laws together, we can manifest anything we want in our lives because we are sending out positive messages as well as negative ones. See, the law of assumption is the best law to use when you're manifesting. It is a powerful law and is easy to use. You can apply it to anything you want to manifest in your life. The power of this law comes from the fact that it is so simple and yet so profound. It works for good or bad. If you want to create positive changes in your life, then use this law to help you make those changes happen. But you will have to be careful about it as well, as the reverse can be true too. The key to using this law successfully lies in your ability to control what thoughts go into your mind. The more you fill your mind with positive thoughts and ideas about what you want, the more likely it will come into existence for you. The same goes for negative thoughts. If you fill your mind with negative thoughts and ideas about what you don't want, then they will come true as well. See, Neville Goddard explains the law of assumption himself. Neville is one of the most influential and important figures in modern manifestation teachings. Neville was a quiet man with a very distinct way of speaking. He could be very dry and sarcastic at times, but also very funny and charming. He was also extremely well read and had an incredible knowledge of world religions, philosophy, and spirituality. His teachings were simple yet profound, always focusing on the power of our thoughts and beliefs to create our reality. He explained that it was not just our conscious thoughts that had this power. Even our subconscious thoughts held great power over our lives as well. One of the most famous quotes sums up his belief, especially about the law of assumption. Your unconscious mind will become your conscious mind by assumption. The law of assumption can be used both consciously and subconsciously. By using affirmations or statements about what you want and expect from the universe. When you use affirmations, it becomes easier for your subconscious mind to accept them as true. When using affirmations, make sure that they are worded in such a way so as to not sound like orders or demands, but rather as simple statements about what is happening right now and what will happen in the future without any doubt involved at all, such as, I am wealthy. If you have been trying to manifest something unsuccessfully up to this point in time, then it might be useful to include positive affirmations into your routine now.